How you doing, Mike's Place? So I'm gonna do a little stand-up for you. I'm gonna do a couple bits. Been doing a little dating recently. Recently became single. I have a secret weapon with my dating. I have platonic girlfriends who give me advice on how to pick up other women because God only knows they don't want to touch me. And I don't know, but it's a great secret weapon. And they recently set me up with this gorgeous girl. And on the first date, she told me that she was a virgin, which was crazy because she was gorgeous, like a beautiful girl. So you have to ask the standard question when you meet a gorgeous girl and she tells you she's a virgin. You have to ask her, are you waiting for marriage to lose it? And she said something really incredible to me. She said, no, Mike, I'm not waiting for marriage. I'm just waiting for the one, you know, my dream guy, the one, Mikey. And I really had an epiphany, because I'm just going to share something with the ladies in the audience, okay? No girl in this room lost her virginity to the one, her dream guy, okay? Every single girl in this room lost her virginity to the guy who tricked her into thinking he was the one, okay? I mean, every one is the same. It's some Spanish guy who drives a horse, speaks 5 languages. No, I'm gonna kill you if you're heckling me. I know him from J Street. And there I am trying to compete with... Anyway, sorry about that. What's up with this? Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, no girl in this room lost her virginity to the one. It's some Spanish guy who drives a horse, speaks 5 languages. There I am trying to compete with $20 in my pocket, a pack of condoms, and a poem. Thinking, God, I hope this poem works. It's a haiku. That's a 50-50. It's the only poem I know how to write. My platonic girlfriends, you know, they just mentioned to me that I should try online dating to meet Jewish women. I had my first experience last week having cyber sex with a Jewish girl. That didn't go so well. I didn't realize that I needed my online banking information to do that. Yeah, you want to know about my RRSPs and my tax exempt status? This is way too dirty for me. We haven't even met yet. Enter. I travel a lot. I do a lot of shows. I was actually in Texas doing a show. I was wearing my Star of David. I grabbed a bite to eat at the McDonald's next to the show. There's this hick that walked right up to me in the lineup, noticed my Star of David, and actually, true story, he walked up to me and he said, "Hey, are you some kind of Hebrew?" And you know, I got a little freaked out and weirded out, but you know what I said to him, any proud, self-respecting Jew would say, "Nope." And he looked at me all confused. He's like, "Well, if you ain't a Jewish, why are you wearing that star around your neck?" So, you know, I had to tell him the truth. "Well, you see, sir, I'm wearing the star because I'm the sheriff." Move along, please. Thank God he believed me, because afterwards I arrested him and stole his food. Okay, you like that joke, huh? So, I feel like any girl that has an iPhone doesn't even need a boyfriend anymore. There's this new application that's come out, the iPhone vibrator, cleverly named the iBrator. It's kind of gross. It, of course, costs $19.99. You have to waterproof your iPhone for $19.99, which is kind of gross. And let me tell you, it doesn't kill your battery life. But positive note, if you have Bluetooth, you can talk on the phone while you're driving and vibrate all at the same time. For all you ladies out there that just can't wait to get home after work before you start the party. You know what I'm talking about with the vibrate. Okay. How you guys doing tonight? Come on, let me hear you, all right? So there's a lot of tough crowds out there, and I was thinking to myself, where would the toughest crowd be in the world? Where would it be so difficult to do stand-up comedy? And I realized it's probably the Middle East, right? I mean, imagine me going on stage at a comedy club in Iraq, trying to tell a couple jokes. What do you call a bunch of rabbis and priests walking into a bar? Some guy from the audience yells out, "Infidels." That's a tough crowd. Is it 30 seconds already? Good night, Baghdad. Okay. Not your cup of tea. So the holiday season's finally over. Spent about $1,500 on Christmas gifts. Kind of sucks, yeah. And I was actually buying some gifts for friends and family, and I was in this bookstore, and I walk in, and there's this big stack of books called The God Delusion by Richard Dawkins, which is a book on atheism and how God doesn't exist. And right above it, there's this huge sign that reads, "Makes a great Christmas gift." Who's this gift for? Somebody you'd ever want to see during the holiday season again? I mean, really, like, hey, Grandma, Merry Christmas. Have you heard the good word? There is no God. Boy, are our faces red. Anyway, long story short, not getting you anything next year. All the best. I was dating this Christian girl for a while. Her name was Christina. And we started getting serious, so I had to break it off with her for obvious reasons. And 3 months after I broke up with her, she decided to convert to Judaism. Round of applause. Can you believe that? Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Her family decided to have an intervention for her. And they brought all the friends and family and said, "Christina, why did you change your name and convert? Why are you walking around calling yourself Nehemiah? Like, what is wrong with you?" And she looked them dead straight in the eyes and said, "Well, you know what, after dating Mike, I realized, well, he kind of fucked the bejesus out of me. So score one for me, come on. I mean, when does that happen? It's like Woody Allen slam dunking over Shaquille O'Neal. It's really rare. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. This guy knows what I'm talking about. The girl's named Christina. Boy, this microphone. Mike's Place, Tel Aviv. Anybody here watch UFC? UFC fans in the house? Any UFC fans? UFC, rock on. I'm from Canada, so we get our anger out with hockey. And now there's this whole subculture of hockey dads versus UFC dads. There's all these UFC dads like training their kids how to be fighters. So the hockey dads scream out similar things to what the UFC dad screams out, except every once in a while the UFC dad will scream something really weird. Like the hockey dad will scream at his kid while he gets into a fight. He says, "Punch him in the face, Billy, throw him on the ice, finish it." And then you'll hear the UFC dad screaming while his kid's in a martial arts tournament. "Punch him in the face, Billy, throw him on the ground, finish it." "Jesus Christ, Billy, get the hell out of the 69 position. What are you doing in the 69 position?" 2,000 years ago when the Greeks invented ultimate fighting, they used to ultimate fight naked. What was your corner man screaming at you 2,000 years ago? "Constantopoulos, get out of the tea bag! Get out of the tea bag! We're throwing in the towel!" That's where they invented the phrase, "throwing in the towel." You had some guy's balls and was like, "Oh my God, help me! I'm quit throwing in the towel." True story, based on a true story. So I go to York University in Toronto. It's a great school. It's kind of like Gavza U. And we have a lot of girls there who wear burqas. And for those of you who don't know what a burqa is, it's like a complete headdress which covers your entire face and your entire body. Just imagine having mailbox vision for the rest of your life, I feel like, is what it is. And poor girls. And my buddy actually and I had class with this one burqa girl. And he looks at me, he says, "Mike, I'm gonna sit next to her and I'm gonna hit on her. She's really hot." And I'm like, "Dude, you're from different worlds, don't even think about it." And he looks at her and he's like, "No, man, she's wearing a Louis Vuitton burqa. She is hot. There is nothing to the imagination other than her face. So I'm gonna go say hi to her." So he sits next to her, and I kid you not, this is his icebreaker. He sits next to her and he's like, "Hey, so where do I know you from?" She's wearing a burqa. What is she supposed to say? Best case scenario, "Oh my God, you totally saw me on CNN last week. That was me. Wolf Blitzer 360, I know." So it doesn't really work out for me so much. I'm just kidding, ladies in the audience. I'm a great lay. Thank you so much, Mike's Place, Tel Aviv. I love you. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Did you like that?